Hello friends, Jai Hind. As we were discussing in our technical session about power transmission, and this video was planned for power transmission through belts, but due to some request about TIG welding, so I am uploading this video for those who really want to learn about the TIG welding. Tungsten inert gas welding is a type of arc welding, that uses tungsten as an electrode, and the electrode is non-consumable in nature. This welding is known as gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW. Friends, today in this video, we'll see the definition, main parts or equipments used for TIG welding, working principle, its advantage, disadvantage, and applications of tungsten inert gas welding. So let's start with the definition first. Tungsten inert gas TIG welding is one type of arc welding method where we use a non-consumable tungsten electrode to weld the two metallic bodies. The weld spot is protected from contamination by helium, argon, and other inert shielding gases. With this process, there is no longer a need for filler metal that is typically used in the process of arc welding. This process, friends, makes this kind of weld highly resistant to the effects of corrosion. As you can see in the slide, the construction of tungsten inert gas welding machine, and this setup of TIG welding machine consists, number one is power supply, inert gas supply, welding torch, tungsten electrode, shielding gas, filler rod. Power supply in this welding, because if there was a fluctuation of current, then it is hard for the welder to weld the joints properly. So we need constant power supply, and there are two types of supplies, DC power supply and AC power supply. In the DC power supply, we can weld steel, nickel, titanium, etc. And in AC power supply, we can weld magnesium, aluminum, etc. Now, inert gas supply. Gas basically used to provide a shield to the weld area from the atmospheric gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen. So we need this inert gas supply. In general, argon is used as an inert gas supply in TIG welding. We will discuss later on the shielding gas section. Welding torch. In welding of TIG, the welding torch is designed to do either automatic or manual operations. However, in the terms of construction, both are the same. In the manual torch, they are provided with a handle to hold, and in case of automatic, they are designed to mount on a automatic machine or robotic machines. Torches are provided with a cooling system either by water or air. When the ampere of the current is less than 200 ampere, generally we use air cooling. But if exceed 200 amperes, then we use water cooling to decrease the temperature of the welding torch. And The inside portion of the welding torch is generally made of copper to increase the conductivity of heat. And torches are provided with a holding arrangement. We called it port to hold the tungsten electrode firmly. You can see in the slide how to assemble the torch. And tungsten electrode. In TIG welding, we use a non-consumable electrode made of tungsten or tungsten alloy. Due to high temperature resistance capacity, approximately melting temperature of tungsten is 3422 degrees centigrade. Of tungsten rather than any other metal. That's why we use the tungsten electrode. The diameter of the electrode is generally varies from 0.5 mm to 0.65 mm, and as you can see in the slide, it's more than 1 mm too. And the length varies between 75 mm to 610 or maybe more than 610 mm. Shielding gas. Shielding gas are used to protect the welding pool from atmospheric gases like oxygen, nitrogen. Otherwise, these gases can damage the welding surface by creating porosity, blowholes, etc. Choosing of shielding gas depend on the type of welding as well as the atmospheric condition along with the type of metal used for the operation and many more. However, generally we use argon as a shielding gas in TIG welding. Sometimes argon helium mixture are also used for this type of welding. Filler rod. As we already known in TIG welding, we use a non-consumable electrode, that is tungsten. So on some cases we need separate material to fill up the gap between two joints. The material of the filler rod can be anything like carbon steel, aluminum, etc. It generally depends on the type of joints, the workpiece material, thickness, and also the properties of the workpiece. And little bit I can explain the working principle of tungsten inert gas welding. When we switch on the machine, the highly frequency generators provide an electric spark. The electric spark is stuck between the workpiece and the electrode, either by touching electrode by the scrap material or by using a high frequency unit. We need to do this operation touching with the scrap material at least 2-3 times to warm up the electrode before the actual operation started where we want to do. Due to this, we can save the breaking of the electrode trip. In actual operation, the heat generated by the electric spark which fuses the metal from the joint area and it produces a molten weld pool. The size of pool depends on the size of the electrode and the amount of the current supplied by the generator. And the arc area is surrounded by an inert of a reducing gas shield to protect the weld pool from the non-consumable electrode. And the process may be operated autogenously, that means without filler material, or filler material may be added by feeding a consumable wire or rod into the established weld pool. So tungsten inert gas welding produces very high quality welds across a wide range of material with thickness up to 8 to 10 mm. And its general applications we will discuss here. The TIG welding application is especially used in the welding of refractory sheets and reactive materials. Tungsten gas welding can be used with such a large variety of metals. The process can be applied to several industries and aid in the creation and repair of many items. This form of welding is common in the aerospace, automotive repairs, and art fields, in the food industry also. Here are some advantages of the TIG welding. Number 1, tungsten welding offers a solution for welding critical joints And for situation where small or exceptionally precise weld are required, it can be performed with a wide variety of metals, and when done correctly, it produces a high quality and high purity welds compared with other joining processes, which is crucial in many applications. It can be done in both automatic and manual. Overall, it is one of the most efficient ways to join two metals. No slag is produced. TIG welding can be done in any positions. There are some disadvantages also. Tungsten welding cannot be used for thicker materials like sheets or metals. More complicated, like skilled and professional workers are needed. The safety issues: welders are exposed to the high intensity of light, which can cause eye damage. The piece of TIG welding service is high. However, cost will vary, depend upon the materials being welded and the scope of the project. It is a slow process welding. So friends, it is all about the tungsten inert gas welding. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also try to upload more articles, and you can watch some technical videos are there in my channel, and do check out those too. And moreover, do not forget to share the videos on your favorite social platforms. So we will continue our technical session with power transmission through belts will be my next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.